All right. Welcome again, everyone. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we'll start with our prayer, Namaskar Sutra, and then we'll get into the speeches by the kids. So just invite everyone to close your eyes and fold your hands. All right. Namo Rihantaram, Namo Siddharam, Namo Aryanam, Namo Vachanam, Namo Lovisava Sahunam, Eso Panchanamokara. Sarvabhavanashana, Manglanancha Sarvesim, Param Bhave, And for each of our karma space session, all the kids already know this, but we always start our sessions with a small meditation. So what we are going to do today is, with all of us here, and I know kids are super excited, there's this lot going on. We'll just sit in silence for 2 minutes, and then we'll start our event today. So I request everyone, especially all the karma space kids, you guys know how to sit. You're not going to be slouching, or you're not going to be just like laying back or anything. Make sure you sit up straight and show it to your family and friends how you guys do meditation. Make sure you sit up straight, you close your eyes and focus on your breathing. And that will actually get you all ready for your speeches too. So as always, we'll start with a bell and we'll end with a bell. And we are just going to sit in silence for 2 minutes, focus on your breath. And even if your thought goes anywhere, just remind yourself back to breathing. Stay with the breath. All right, you'll hear a bell. We'll start with that and we'll end with that. And I invite everyone to please try and keep your eyes closed. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. So, as we mentioned earlier, this is our special end of the year event where all the Karma Space kids have prepared speeches, and we're going to get into our declamation speeches from all the kids. And I'm going to before I hand it over to Shruti to introduce all the topics that kids are going to talk about, and then Krupali is going to talk about how the sequence in which the kids are going to go and the participants guideline. I just wanted to share a quick little thing. I was reading this book. I know it's probably hard to see. It's hard to see with the Zoom background. It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And there is a beautiful quote in this book where the boy is asking many different questions to the mole, and the mole has been answering all the questions. And the boy is asking a question to the mole where he said, "What do you think is the biggest waste of time?" And you know what the mole replied? Comparing yourself to others. So that is so powerful. the biggest waste of time for all of us is comparing ourselves to others. So keep that in mind as you are kind of going throughout your life journey. That is the biggest waste of time, comparing yourself to others. And it was such a cute little book. So if you guys, especially all the kids in Ashburn, if you're at Ashburn Library, they have this book at the library. Go check it out. It's really well done. But I just wanted to share that one quote from the book. And with that, I'll hand it over to Shruti, and then we'll get started. Thank you all and welcome. Super excited today.
Awesome. Beautiful. What an amazing start. Thank you everyone for joining. Jai Jinendra from Shruti here to all of you. So happy and excited to see all the kids, and beautiful, very, very powerful message. Thank you for sharing that, Pratiksha. I think that is something we all, kids and adults, we all have to keep reminding ourselves. So thank you for that. And today with that, let me introduce the 3 topics that we had shared with our students, with the Karma Space students on, and they were given tasks to give a declamation speech for 5 minutes on that. The topics were chosen based on the concepts that were taught and discussed at length in our Karma Space during all the sessions we've had in last year and a half. So the topics are: 1, the power of forgiveness. The second topic is Jainism and climate crisis. And the third topic is the joy of being a Jain. We are very, very excited to hear all our kids' thoughts on it and their speech that they have prepared to share with us. With that, not taking much time, I know kids are super excited, so this is time for them. I'll pass it on to Krupali, and she will talk about the instructions that we had given about how to prepare for the speech and how to deliver. Over to you, Krupali.
All right, Jai Jinendra, and hello, everybody. So adding to what Pratiksha and Shruti already said, the speeches were based on following criteria. The speeches will be no longer than 5 minutes, and it will start with introduction, material like Shruti said, the Jain principles and understanding of the principles that you've learned in Karma Space presentation, which includes the speed, tone of voice, and eye contact. Conclusion, restating and concluding topic, and last but not the least, uniqueness, your own experience and example on how it resonates with you. So without any further ado, we will start. And if we're ready, we can start with our first participant, and that would be Ariha, and her topic is power of forgiveness. So whenever you're ready, Ariha. All right, do you want to do the testing first?
Can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Very good. All right, all yours.
Jai Jinendra, everyone, and wish you a very good morning. My name is Ariha Shah, and today I'm going to share my thoughts on the power of forgiveness. First, what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is about being kind to ourselves and others. It is about letting go of the past. Forgiveness is practicing compassion when we do something wrong or when someone else does something wrong. There will be situations or other people's behavior that might not go the way we want. But even in those situations, we have a choice to forgive and forget and not get angry. It does not mean that we like wrong behavior from other people. That would be ridiculous. But more importantly, forgiveness does not mean that we don't stand up for ourselves or set boundaries. We must always take action, but without getting angry within. Now, let's look at what we can learn from Mahavir Swami's life event about forgiveness. The violent snake named Chantosh bit Mahavir Swami, but instead of getting angry, Mahavir Swami stood there peacefully and spoke very kind words to Chantosh. The story says that milk came out of the stone instead of blood, which is symbolic for peace. Kind words did the magic, and the snake gave up violence. And we can see from Mahavir Swami's story that forgiveness and universal love can be magical. Now, let's see why forgiveness can be powerful in our life. First, if we make a mistake and start feeling guilty and keep telling ourselves, don't make that mistake, don't make that mistake, don't make that mistake, then our chances of making that a mistake increases a lot more. Next, let's see why it's important to forgive when other people make a mistake. Because what's the point of holding on to it? When we forgive, we don't remain upset, angry, or hurt. And we don't let other people or situations control us. When we don't create anger, then we can have beautiful relationships with ourselves and others. We talked about what forgiveness is and why forgiveness is powerful. Next, let's talk about how we can practice forgiveness. We can forgive ourselves by always saying kind, loving, and positive things to ourselves. Talking to ourselves in a way we talk with someone we love. When it comes to forgiving others, we don't want to give our remote control to others. Whenever someone is unkind to us, we should always send them silent good wishes. Getting or staying angry is punishing ourselves for someone else's mistakes. You can also remind yourselves it's about them, not about me. They are just hurt or upset in the moment. And the best thing we can do is give them more love. We can tell ourselves that we might have misinterpreted it or seen the situation in a wrong way. We must always think that other people have good intentions. And that can make us feel super calm and peaceful. And you know something? We already know the skill of forgiveness. We can easily and quickly forgive the people we love. Now we just have to practice and grow the skill and expand our circle of love so that we can forgive anyone, everyone, and anyone. Practicing forgiveness has helped me in many situations, whether it's while playing with friends or at school. If someone is being unkind, I think that it's about them, not about me. I always remind myself that everyone has good intentions, and they are beautiful souls just like me. They are just hurt, upset, or angry right now. No one in their right mind would say and mean something to make others unhappy. When I do that, I feel free, peaceful, energetic, happy, and calm. To summarize, forgiveness is so powerful. It is so freeing. Forgiveness is a sign of strength, not weakness. Now, I'd like to invite all of you to close your eyes. If there is anyone that did something you disliked, then let's release all the negative feelings and send them silent good wishes. Let's do it together, right here and right now. It feels so freeing and so wonderful. We also have the freedom and power to choose always. I choose love, not hate. I choose peace, not harm. I choose to forgive, not to remain angry. I choose to be happy, not sad. Thank you all so much for listening and giving me an opportunity to share my thoughts.
That was amazing. I know, and this is a request to everyone, and I think you're already, you got it. So everyone, we request you to stay on mute, and we'll give everyone a time to say words or applaud at the end of everybody's speech, but to keep the momentum going, only the kids, when I call out their name, would unmute. And so next up, we have Nirvi, Nirva, and her topic is Jainism and climate crisis.
Okay, let me share my screen.
All right, Nirva, whenever you're ready.
Am I allowed to share my screen?
Pratiksha Shruti.
Yes, you can if you want to, but you don't need to share your screen.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can read your speech.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I put it on like a slideshow, so I can't really read it without the slideshow.
Okay, go ahead, Beta, share it then.
It says host disabled participant.
Oh, sorry. Can you try now, Beta?
Yeah.
This one, right? Wait.
Can you try now, Nirva? Does it work?
Yeah, she's just looking for her slide. It's not open. So hold on 1 second. Let me try. Give me 1 second. No, this is not the one. Right?
Yeah, that's.
This one. Okay.
Can
Now
I
try.
just X out, please?
Yeah.
Can I just read it?
Oh, it's okay. You want to just read it?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna read it because the.
Yeah, Beta, that is okay. That's okay, Nirva. Yeah. Go ahead. Whatever you feel comfortable with, okay?
Okay. Jainism and climate crisis. What is Jainism? Jainism teaches us not to harm other living beings and that we should always try to lead a happy and peaceful life. We have three main principles: ahimsa, anikantvad, and aparigra. Ahimsa teaches us about nonviolence and that we shouldn't ever purposefully harm other living beings. Anikantvad teaches us that we are not always right, others are not always wrong. We should listen to others and consider what they think. Aparigra teaches us to let go, to not be greedy, and that we do not need everything. Jainism teaches us to listen to others, to focus on things that we can control, our thoughts, our words, our actions, rather than the things that we can't control. What is the climate crisis? Climate crisis is global warming and climate change and their consequences. Sea levels are rising, the Arctic is melting, coral reefs are dying, and forests are burning. The main cause of climate crisis is the burning of fossil fuels such as oil, gas, and coal. The climate crisis can cause droughts, storms, floods, heat waves, and more. This can make it hard to survive on Earth for humans, plants, and animals. How to use their Jain values to help. We can follow Ahimsa by not harming animals and nature, not cutting down trees, not littering, reusing items, and recycling more often. We can follow Anekantvad by considering other people's suggestions to help the environment and accepting any good and bad feedback, even if we might not like it. We can follow Aparigra by reducing our usage of electricity, finishing what's on our plate, making sure we don't eat anything with egg, gelatin, or meat, and not with water. Thank you for listening.
Great. Great job, Nirva. Awesome.
All right, next to the. Next up is Kushi, and her topic is power of forgiveness. I want to read out three other kids there so they can be ready as well. So number 4 is Namek, Soha, and Widi. So Kushi and power of forgiveness.
Hi everyone. I just have a quick question. Can I, at like the end of my speech, can I tell everyone to unmute and say something? Because
Beta, are you going to be, Kushi, are you going to be asking a question or do
No,
you want some feedback?
I just want them to repeat after me.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. Yes, if it's part of your speech, you can absolutely do that. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm Jaitinendra, everyone. My name is Kushi, and I will be giving a speech on the power of forgiveness. As you probably know, no one is perfect. Okay, I couldn't get the cursor. As you probably know, no one is perfect,
Everyone makes some mistakes now and then. And when they do, others shouldn't keep making them feel bad about it. One thing that can make them feel better is the power of forgiveness. But wait, what is the power of forgiveness? The power of forgiveness is what heals friendships and relationships. It prevents people from feeling really awful about themselves. When you forgive someone and mean it, you help them release some of the stress that had been building up as soon as they found out that they had made a mistake. Every day, I run into situations where someone made a mistake and I have to forgive that person. I know that forgiving is something that is hard to do, and you need a lot of courage to do so. When someone makes a big mistake, sometimes I get almost as mad as a charging bull, and it's hard to calm myself down when I'm that angry. Here are ways I practice forgiveness and calm myself down. I would calm myself down by taking deep breaths. Sometimes I would distract myself. Other times I would keep telling myself, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Think of good things about the person who made the mistake. I tell my friends how I feel so I won't have a heavy heart. When I am finally able to calm myself down, I would tell the person who made the mistake that I forgive them. Sometimes people make mistakes and they don't even know that they did. I would tell them that I didn't like it when they made the mistake, and then I would forgive them. Lots of times, people wouldn't play with me because of my vision impairment. They think I cannot play a particular game or sport. What I want them to know is that they need to be a little more patient and believe in me. If they cannot do that, I'm going to continue to be their friend and have a bigger heart to forgive them. I want to end this speech by you all unmuting and repeating after me. I see good in others.
I see good
See
in
good in
others.
others.
I see good in others.
I see good in others.
I believe in the power of forgiveness.
I
In
believe
the
in the
power
power
of
of
forgiveness.
Thank you for listening to my speech. Bye, everyone.
All right. Next up, we have Namik, and his topic is joy of being a Jain. Namik, whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone. I'm Namek Shah. I'm 8 years old and I'm very delighted to be here today to share my thoughts on a simple yet meaningful topic of joy of being a giant. When we think of the word joy, what does it really mean? It means lasting happiness, mental, emotional, and social. The giant values of
Krupali,
Hold on, Namik, hold on. Namik,
you
Namik.
have looks like you have a lot of connection problem. Maybe you should go to where Krupali is, so you can maybe use that computer because
Yep.
seems like there's a lot of delay in on your computer, Speedy.
Namik, can you come here to this room?
Sorry.
Why don't we go to the next one and then I'll bring Namik back.
Yeah.
Soha, are you ready? Soha, we can go to you. And Soha's topic is power of forgiveness.
I think I don't see Soha. They are out somewhere, and I think there is no signal for her. She's at Shenandoah, so I don't know if she's able to.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Vidhi?
We can go with Vidhi and we can come back to Namik when he's with you.
Sounds good.
Krupali.
Thank you.
Yeah, just give me a minute and I'll bring Vidhi on the screen. All right, everyone, stay tuned while we go through this change.
And Vidhi is going to talk about Jainism and climate crisis. Vidhi, whenever you're ready, beta.
I'm ready. Jainism and crisis. Hello everyone, Jai Jinendra. My name is Vizi Shah. I am 7 years old. I'm going to talk on the topic of Jainism and climate crisis today. Let me first explain what is climate crisis. The changes we are seeing in the weather conditions, like temperature rising up, glaciers melting, heavy rainfall, changing blooming seasons, are effects of climate change. This type of negative climate change is creating the crisis for planet Earth and for all the living beings on Earth. Now let's talk about what are the main reasons causing this climate crisis. However, there are some natural reasons that can cause this climate change. However, the crisis we are experiencing is mostly because of all the human activities, such as 1. Using too much fuel for running factories to produce goods, running too much planes, cars, and buses that pollutes air. 2. Using too much plastic and throwing away in land or sea. Using too many animal products. 3. Using too much animal products. 4. Buying way too many toys, clothes, and other items. Producing these creates so much pollution. 5. Wasting so much water in our daily life. And this list can go on and on. So how Jainism is connected here, you may ask? My Jain values like Ahimsa, Aparigraha, and Asteya teaches me how I can be an environment-friendly human being. Ahimsa teaches me to be aware of all my actions. Does it hurt any living being directly or indirectly? For example, if I use too much paper, I'm hurting trees. So I practice to use less paper, that way I'm saving trees. If I use too much plastic products, I will end up creating waste and it will go in a land or sea and hurt so many animals. So I choose to say no to plastic, and that is an act of ahimsa. I choose to eat plant-based food and say no to animal-based food. That saves so much water and is an act of ahimsa towards animals and for the environment. Ahimsa teaches me to learn to limit my wants and needs. Aparigraha teaches me to limit my wants and needs. If we continue to want many clothes, toys, and other food items, we keep on producing these things and creating so much pollution and wastage also. But my Jain values teach me to be happy with limited things. I also think Aparigraha means I can choose to reduce my needs, and I can also choose to refuse to buy. I practice Aparigraha by using less water when I brush or take a shower. I practice Aparigraha by choosing not to buy too many clothes and choosing to use books from the library, clothes from my older sisters and older cousins. If we live our life with Jain values, we automatically can go green. So let's be a Jain and go green. Thank you.
All right, so I hope, Namik, are you ready now? Namik?
Yes.
All right, so Namik will be talking again on joy of being a Jain. All right, Namik, unmute yourself whenever you're ready.
Jai Jinendra, everyone. I'm Namak Shah. I'm 8 years old and I'm very delighted to be here today to share my thoughts on a simple yet meaningful topic of joy of being a Jain. When we think of the word joy, what does it really mean? It means lasting happiness in all dimensions of our life: physical, mental, emotional, and social. The Jain values and principles enable us to achieve just that. When we understand, internalize, and use the giant values and principles in our daily life, we remain joyful all day, every day. So, what does it mean to use the giant values in day-to-day life? Start with ahimsa. Ahimsa teaches us not to hurt anyone with our thoughts, words, and actions. It teaches us to have compassion towards ourselves, other people, animals, and the environment. So when we practice ahimsa by thinking good thoughts, eating healthy vegetarian or vegan food, we remain physically fit, joyful, and mentally strong. And if you are mentally strong, bullies won't be able to do anything to you. Now let's look at Anekantva. It teaches us to accept and respect everyone. When we do that, we embrace diversity and inclusion. When we practice Anekantvad, we live in harmony with others. Another core value of Jainism is aparigraha. It teaches us to let go and have a non-possessive mindset. When we practice aparigraha, we are not hoarding but instead sharing with others. Joint value is key for our own integrity and honesty. Speaking truth helps us stay fearless. When I think about karma, it constantly provides me with a good reminder to be mindful of my actions. My karma, my choice, my destiny. Being a Jain, I am blessed to go to Beras. I'm so grateful for my karma space teachers and spiritual leaders from whom I learn about Jainism. And when I live by all of these values, I'm energized, I remain focused in school, and not to forget, make great friends. I feel ready to face any challenge, think right, and make the right choices. Jainism has made me who I am, and I may only be 8 years old, but the values I built today are going to be my tomorrow. At the end, I want everyone here to close your eyes and visualize an image in your mind of a tree that is strongly rooted in the ground. Now, imagine there's strong winds or a storm, but the tree is not getting impacted. That is exactly how we can be when we are rooted in giant values and principles. No matter what the situation is outside, we can stay strong and be resilient. We can continue to be joyful and spread joy to others around us. And that is my joy of being a Jain. Thank you for listening, and Jai Jananda.
All right. Next up, we have Nishka, and her topic is power of forgiveness.
Jai Janendra and good morning, everyone. My name is Nishka Jain. Today I will start by asking a simple question. What is the power of forgiveness? Forgiveness means giving up the suffering of the past and willing to go on ahead with far greater potential for inner freedom. Suppose you had a fight with a friend and have not been talking for a few days and you feel bad. You realize how much that person means to you as a friend and go to apologize. In this scenario, you are asking the other person for forgiveness for what you might have done to hurt both of your feelings. On the last day of Paryushan, every member of the Jain community approaches everyone, irrespective of religion, and seek for forgiveness for all their faults or mistakes made either knowingly or unknowingly by saying Michami Dukram. Forgiveness can help free you from the control of the person who harmed you. Moreover, it can lead to feelings of understanding, empathy, and compassion for the one who hurt you. Thank you so much for listening to my speech.
All right, next we have Vihana, and her topic is joy of being a Jain. All right, so while Vihana is getting ready, I'll say out the next three After Rihanna, it's Agam, Mayra, and Ushi. All right, Rihanna, whenever you're ready.
Yes, it is.
Hello everyone, Declamation. My name is Johanna Shah and I am 7 years old. Today I will speak on the topic of the joy of being a Jain. Jainism teaches that our soul's true nature is infinite joy and happiness. So if that is true, then how can we make sure we always feel happy and joyful? Our Jain values and bhavnas show us the way to get there. For example, ahimsa teaches me to be kind and compassionate to all living beings, including myself. When I practice ahimsa, I am choosing not to hurt myself or others with my thoughts, my words, or my actions. When I feel any negative thoughts or emotions about others, I remember ahimsa and I try to shake it off. When I'm feeling down and don't like something about myself, I remember ahimsa and choose to love and accept myself for who I am and be happy. Understanding aparigraha helps me a lot in being happy and joyful. I learned that I do not have to store negative, angry, or fearful thoughts and emotions in my mind and feel heavy and sad remembering it all the time. Many times I choose to let go and I feel so light and happy. Same way, I decide to be happy with what I have and not looking for happiness and wanting more and more of everything. When I hide something or choose to lie about something, I keep feeling heavy and not nice. But when I'm being honest and truthful, no matter what, I have noticed how much peace it brings in my mind and my heart. It is amazing. We all should always try to be honest and say the truth. Being Jain teaches me the importance of Anakanvad, which is diversity and inclusion. It teaches me that I'm not always right and others are not always wrong. When I'm playing with friends, I choose to listen to others' ideas about what games we want to play, and then we all decide together. In school, if I see any classmate alone on the playground in the recess time, I go to him or her and try to make friends. I respect values and religion of other people and their choices. I also believe in my values and respect my way of living. When I'm feeling super bored at the school or in the class, I remember Anitya Bhavna, that nothing is forever. When I'm feeling sad about something, or if I am sick and not feeling well, then I also remember Anitya Bhavna and think that nothing is forever. When I am feeling scared or feeling lonely, I remember Ekatva Bhavna. It teaches me that my soul is strong and I do not always need someone by my side to feel safe or happy. I am enough to be happy by myself. So you can see with my examples that being a Jain and practicing Jain values give us solutions of all different kinds to be happy. When we are honest, kind, and respectful to others, we spread happiness and joy all around us. When we are kind and respectful to ourselves, we spread joy and happiness within. Thank you.
All right, next we have Agam, and his topic is power of forgiveness.
Hello, today my name is Alcom and today Today I'm going to talk about the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is not saying what the other person did is okay, excusing it, justifying it, denying it, or pardoning it, forgetting it, or pretending we are not hurt. Forgiveness is acknowledging hurt and choosing to put the person in karma's hands to deal with, instead of trying to control the person with revenge or mean words. When we don't forgive, we give up our freedom to hold on to anger. Enormous amounts of energies are wasted when we hold back our love, hold on to hate and bitter feelings. We continue to hold on to anger, it often leaks out against others. It is also responsible for interfering with our experiences, often wounding our ability to feel joy in many areas of life. When we forgive, the freedom to be at peace in our own skin, that's what forgiveness allows. Peace is not possible without forgiveness. Martin Luther King once said, "Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it's a permanent attitude." Nelson Mandela once said, "Forgiveness liberates the soul. It liberates the soul. It removes fear." That is why it's such a powerful weapon. Today I'm going to tell you about a story about the angry bee. Once upon a time there was a colony of bees. They used to do everything together. They made honey together, little flower hunts together. They flew up in the sky together and had bee races together. One time, two bees, but usually since the bee was such a big colony, bees would sometimes bump into each other. Like bonk. One bee would say, "I'm sorry," the other bee would say, "It's okay," and they flew off and enjoyed their day. One day, something different happened. Two bees bumped into each other. One said, "I'm sorry," the other one said, "You got in my way," and he flew to a leaf on a tree. He said, "I'm going to sit here all day, or at least until the other bee feels bad." And then the other bees started making. The other bees didn't care. They still were happy. They still got them making honey, going on flower hunts. When that flew up in the sky, had bee races together. And after a while, a few bees came and asked him, "Come and play with us." He said, "No, I'm gonna stay here all day, or at least until the other bee feels bad." Then the other bee said, "Flew off and said, okay." But then he started missing cold flower hunts together and made honey together. He also started to miss bee races and flying up in the sky together. Since I can do all my favorite stuff again, all I have to do is forgive. So he forgave the bee and became happy. He flew off again. The end. The beginning of this story is to show that when you forgive, it makes you happy, not others. When you don't forgive, it only impacts you and makes you bad. So here are a few quotes about forgiveness. "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself." Thank you.
Next, we have Myra.
Are you done, beta? Agam, were you done, beta?
All right, so next we have Myra, and Myra's topic is Jainism and climate crisis.
Jai Jananda, my name is Myra Shah and I am 7 years old. Today I'll be talking about a topic called Jainism and climate crisis. First of all, what is a climate crisis? A climate crisis means the earth is getting warmer. The warmth causes ice to melt and sea levels to rise. We want to stop this crisis. Here are a few ways we can use to help stop the crisis. Jains do not eat meat. We show empathy towards all living beings. By not eating meat, we are helping helping decrease the carbon dioxide. The principle of Jainism we followed here was ahimsa. As a resident of the earth, we should use resources wisely. Here we follow the idea of a parigra. I have a few ideas of how we can protect our planet. Do not litter. Do not cut down trees. Plant more trees. Planting more trees will cool the planet. Do not waste our resources. If I see an ant, I do not step on it. As a Jain, I pledge to be kind to all living beings and to be active to protect my planet and to always keep it green.
Next, we have Ushi, and her topic is power of forgiveness.
Can you hear me? Okay. Jai Jinendra, everyone. My name is Ushi Shah and I'm 10 years old. Today I will talk about the power of forgiveness. So, the word forgive means to grant pardon and to let go. If you feel like getting mad at a person, as we learned in karma space, we shouldn't get mad because it's only our past karma coming into action and we have a choice to be kind and calm. Now I'll talk about my experience where sometimes I have an argument or misbehave with someone. At that time, I feel really guilty of hurting the other person's feelings. I ask for forgiveness because I know it's the right thing to do. I feel very nervous and weak when asking for forgiveness, but once I've conveyed my message and offered all my comfort to them, all of my guilt is released and I feel so much better. If the other person forgives me, I feel really thankful towards them, peaceful and calm, and powerful because I know that the effort was worth it. I also feel powerful in a way so that next time I don't do anything bad, and even if I do, I'm not afraid to ask for forgiveness. One example I have is when I got mad at my sister for not giving me space to sit on my bed. I was annoyed because class was starting and it was my bed after all, and I felt like she was not cooperating with me. And that made me get angry and rude towards her. After some time passed, I thought it was a very wrong thing to do, and I asked for forgiveness. Now I'll talk about the flip side of the coin, which is about forgiving someone. When someone is asking for forgiveness from me, I try to show empathy and compassion. I also try to have caring thoughts for them and try to understand why are they mad at me in the first place and why are they asking for forgiveness. When I decide to forgive him, I can get good karma because I made the right choice by not holding a grudge in my mind. Sometimes my mom gets mad at me and later she asks for forgiveness. I forgive her no matter what because I know that kindness will always get me more good karma. To me, the foundation of forgiveness is ahimsa because the main purpose is to be kind and compassionate towards all the living beings. If I forgive someone who apologizes to me for what they did and focus more on the relationship with them, then I have an opportunity to do karma nirjara. I remind myself to be careful with my tone and language while apologizing for wrong actions or behavior. And I remember that it's always my choice when to ask for forgiveness and when to forgive someone. Forgiveness also relates to lesha, which is our state of mind. When I'm asking for forgiveness, if I feel genuinely sorry for something I did, then I will bhait or shukla lesha, which is a more heartfelt apology. They may forgive me by showing compassion and understanding why I got mad. But if I feel like I don't want to ask for forgiveness and I'm only doing it for the sake of it, I have a brown or kapot lesha, which will make my apology less effective. This relates to some situations in my life where I feel sorry when I'm asking for forgiveness. But sometimes, if I know that it's not my fault and I'm not the person to blame, then I may not feel ready to apologize. However, in order to save the relationship, I ask the other person to forgive and forget what happened. One shield I try to use in situations like this is don't give my remote control to them. Getting mad at my family members, especially my sister, is a common thing in my home. But in normal situations, it would be embarrassing for me to admit that I get mad at my family. But I realize that it happens to all of us, and it serves as a learning experience for me. letting go of the ego and pride, showing compassion towards my loved ones, and having the courage to own up to my mistakes are the basic principles of forgiveness. It restores the peace and harmony and strengthens the bond and love within the family. I feel more humbled and stop myself from doing wrong things in the future. That's the most powerful thing about forgiveness for me. I hope you learned a lot more using my information and examples. Thank you for listening. Jai Jinendra.
I know it's very hard to not say anything, and I won't, but on behalf of Shruti, myself, and Pratiksha, these kids are just amazing. We'll leave the rest of the comments at the end. So next up, we have Vihan, and his topic is Jainism and climate crisis. Vihan.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Vihan.
Okay. Nanda, everybody. Hello, my name is Vihan Jani and I am 10 years old. Today I will be sharing about Jainism and climate crisis. What is the climate crisis? Climate crisis is the impact of the world by human actions resulting in drastic changes. Humans cut down the trees, destroying the habitat climate of wild animals, causing them to lose their home and food sources. Humans are also polluting the seas around the world with harmful and toxic chemical waste, which is consumed by marine animals, causing them to go extinct. Humans are also polluting the air from the factories, which impacts the ozone layer to have big holes in it. All these actions are causing the polar ice to melt at a much faster rate than it has before, causing the ocean water imbalance. The two main Jain principles that apply to the climate crisis are ahimsa and apaligra. Ahimsa applies because it teaches us not to harm the earth and living things. Apaligra applies because humans think they own the earth and its resources. But humans are only one of the many species living on the earth. Humans can use ahimsa to save the habitats of creatures of the world by reducing the use of forest trees that can prevent animal habitats loss. Humans should not pollute the oceans by reducing the use of plastic waste. Adopt a better recycling process. Humans can also use up the ego not to think of only of themselves, but only but also the other creatures that live in harmony with nature. I use paper plates if needed instead of foam plates. I use a metal water bottle instead of a plastic ones. And last of all, I try to reuse old toys by donating them. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Vihan. And I also want to thank, before we go ahead, Arihan, Nirvi, Kushi, Nemik, Vidi, Nishka, Vihana, Agam, Myra, and Ushi. All of you that have given your speeches so far. Next up, we have Kea, and her topic is Joy of Being a Jain.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Kea.
Okay, good. Hi everyone, my name is Kea and it is my pleasure today to talk to you about the joy I find in being a Jain. Why are you happy today is the first question we're prompted to respond to in every single meeting of my TJ Minds Matter Club at my high school. It seems straightforward. We all answer with things we've enjoyed in our day, whether it be something silly like the weather outside, or something more meaningful like somebody wrote a nice post about me on our class social media page. The point is, this aligns exactly with what Jainism teaches us, and here's what I mean. From the US Declaration of Independence to Hollywood movies and countless articles, the phrase pursuit of happiness appears everywhere. Modern society is obsessed with this goal of obtaining happiness because it's presented as the ultimate trophy of success. However, rather than chasing that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, Jainism helps us to find that gold in our daily lives, even through something simple, such as small acts of kindness or generosity. Our natural tendency is to focus on the negatives, but I've learned to take a step back, and by changing my perspective, I often realize there's so much more this situation can offer. Our Jain religion empowers us by showing us ways to find happiness within ourselves. With a content and happy heart, we then feel supercharged to spread the love and positivity around us. Through my time here at Karma Space and other pachalas, I've learned to think positively and choose the right actions in any situation. Thus, these have helped me to make some wise and courageous decisions in my life. When this topic of declamation speeches was first brought up, the obvious came to my mind. I can list some shields and bhavnas and how I try to follow the 5 pillars of Jainism as best as I can. But after thinking about how this Jain community has shaped who I really am, I realized these life lessons that we learn extend way beyond the obvious. These skills have allowed me to excel in school, my social life with my peers, and most importantly, shaped my life in numerous ways without me even realizing it. I've learned respect, humility, leadership, and I saw that this Jain way of life provides me with more than just sutras I say when I worship in derasars or stabans that I sing when we do bhakti. For me, the list extends to courage when we perform on the stage for derasar functions year after year. Friendship. I've learned to reach out and extend myself to those who may not be as friendly or easy to work with. Discipline. I mean, why else would we willingly get out of bed every other Sunday for Pachala? And perspective. It then becomes a conscious effort to implement these principles in daily life. With these benefits, however, comes judgment from people who are ignorant about Jain principles. It's inevitable. Because Jainism is a unique and not a widely known religion, some people can be very curious and interested, claiming it's really cool how different we are. That also means that we sometimes have to answer a lot of questions, some that an elementary or middle school kid cannot answer concisely. Is reincarnation the same thing as karma? Wait, so is Jainism like a cousin of Hinduism? You can eat fish, it's vegetarian, right? Would you eat meat for $1 million? How can you not love McDonald's? It's delicious. Well, it's very simple for us to answer these questions in Bachelor since we're surrounded by others just like us and our teachers. How was I supposed to explain the meaning of Paryushan and Tap to a friend born and raised in Arizona with barely any knowledge about other religions or Indian culture? Targeted to such questions, I sometimes resorted to replying, it's kind of hard to explain. Maybe I'll tell you later. But now I can confidently say that these 4 walls and the computer screen for the last year or so didn't just teach me about the core values of Jainism. They taught me life skills that I'll remember and be able to easily explain to others because it has influenced me and started to become my nature. A year or 2 ago, I would have felt out of place here at Karma Space, not only because of the age difference, but also due to my lack of interest in these topics. Coming up with slideshows to present to you all would have seemed like another chore, but now I enjoy the process of learning and sharing. Based on my firsthand experience, I strongly feel that the topic of religion is capable of raising great passion in human beings. The deeper I dig, there's more to discover. Thus, I've realized, for me, this is the precise joy of being a Jain. Thank you.
Krupali, you're on mute.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Thank you very much, Kea. Next up, we have Ashna, and Ashna's topic is power of forgiveness.
These are the powerful words we say to seek forgiveness, be it a human or a small ant. Well, on that note, I have to ask, why do we need to forgive? Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. You can lose all of the pain that's on you. It's like a big weight being lifted from your shoulders. This way, we can also stop gaining any bad karmas. This is all what Jainism encourages us to do. Forgiveness is the best form of love you can show towards others. It takes a strong person to say sorry and an even stronger person to forgive. So eventually, by forgiving, you are stronger. Also, forgiving works both ways. When you forgive, the person seeking for forgiveness feels blissful and stress-free. In my personal experience, I like to count back from 10 and take a deep breath so that I can forgive peacefully. Having said that, I will end this with powerful sutra, Kamemi. Kamemi Sava Jiva Kamantu Me, Mitti Me Sava Bhuesu, Veram Jamna Kenai. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashna. Next, we have Ayush, and his topic is power of forgiveness.
Janindra. My name is Ayush Nawab. I'm going to be talking about power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a very powerful tool which helps us get rid of our negative emotions. Forgiveness is about releasing our own inner burden of anger and sadness. When you forgive someone, you feel very relieved in life. By forgiving someone, you get rid of your bad karma. Someone who forgives becomes a better person.
Yeah, sorry, Ayush, beta, you have some background noise coming. If you can just stabilize your microphone, I think your voice will come much clearer.
Just say, forgive and forgot makes you stay happy. Many times we feel hurt by someone and other person don't even realize. We stay unhappy and sad and carry that burden within us. If we forgive, we feel free. Also, it's like giving someone a second chance. By practicing forgiveness, we can get rid of our bad karmas. It is also not always about forgiving other people. It is also about asking for someone's forgiveness. In the entire universe, only Jains have a festival of Chamapana, where not only you forgive, but you can ask everyone's forgiveness by saying Michami Dukkadam. If I ever hurt you by my words or actions or thoughts, I would like to ask for your forgiveness by saying Michami Dukkadam. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Thank you, Ayush. Next, we have Araika, and Araika's topic is Joy of Being a Jain.
Hi, my name's Araika.
Hold on, Araika, hold on for just a minute. Let us get you on the screen.
Is she on the screen now? She should be.
Okay, so there was a delay for me then.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Araika and I'm 7 years old. My topic for today is Joy of Being a Jain, and I'm going to share my thoughts about Jainism principles I follow in my daily life and how much I enjoy being a Jain and trying being a better human being. Helping others. Helping my sister when she needs help and parents around the house. Peace and meditation. I try to be calm when bad things happen. Don't hurt animals. I don't step on ants or hurt any animals. Being healthy and eating vegetarian food. Avoid eating junk food all the time. Being compassionate. I try not to hurt anyone's feelings. I made a thank you card for two Ventures people who were helping us deliver mail during COVID. Also, the story where the snake bit Mavishwami and how he forgave the snake. Donating money and things that people are in need for and can't afford. My mom just cut my long hair and I wish for that to be donated to Locks of Love. Doing prayers. I start my morning praying with Nokra Mantra and other sutras. Being non-violent. Not hurting anyone physically or mentally. Gaining the right knowledge. Learning things that will help you to be a better human being and not direct towards wrong things. Being respectful and kind. Not hurting people's feelings when they are nice to you and always respect others. Reuse and recycle. Don't trash everything, but instead try to reuse, recycle whatever you can. I reuse plastic containers to water the plants or reuse bags and recycle boxes or cans that you cannot use. Hope you all liked what I had to share and hope you all feel the same joy of being a Jain as I do. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Next up after Araika, we have Suhana. And her topic is power of forgiveness.
Hi, I'm Suhana. I'm 9 years old. And
Hold
I'll
on,
be
give me just a moment. Give me just a moment. Pratiksha, do I have the right order?
Yes.
All right. Yes, go ahead, Suhana. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'm just gonna restart.
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Suhana, and I'm 9 years old, and I'll be giving a speech on the power of forgiveness. Once I got into a fight with my best friend, and we decided we didn't want to be friends anymore. We had been friends for 4 years since kindergarten, so I was very sad, and I cried. I felt really bad and instantly forgave her. I said sorry and waited. Soon later, she said she was sorry too, and she wanted to be friends again. So we made up, and it was like the fight never happened. That's why you should never hold a grudge, because maybe things will turn around and everything will be okay. But sometimes that doesn't happen, and even though you said sorry, they don't forgive you. But that's okay, just move on, because you tried and forgave. If you forgive, it feels really good. For example, I had this one friend that unfortunately didn't forgive me. But before I forgave her, I was very upset and stressed all the time. But then I forgave her, and I felt all of that stress and sadness going away. So if you did something to someone, make sure you say sorry and don't do it again so they can forgive you. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, Suhana. Next, we have Dia, and Dia's topic is joy of being a Jain.
Hello everyone, my name is Dia Nawab. Today I will be talking about joy of being a Jain. I feel very blessed being born as Jain. Jainism is an art of living. It teaches us to practice great values like ahimsa, aparigra, kindness, forgiveness, and many more. Today I would like to talk about this great values, which helps me stay happy and peaceful. Ahimsa. Ahimsa teaches us to not hurt anyone with our thoughts, words, or actions. Lord Mahavir Swami showed us the path of Ahimsa. Nowadays, many people around the world have started following the path of nonviolence. I try not to hurt my family or friends' feelings by my acts. Aparigra. Jainism teaches us to let it go by practicing aparigra. It teaches us to let go our anger, sadness, and fear. It also teaches us to donate and share with people who are less fortunate. I always feel very happy when I donate my toys, clothes, and books. Kindness. Jainism teaches us to be kind to the smallest living being. It teaches us to be compassionate and respectful to everyone. Forgiveness. The important aspect of Jainism is forgiveness. It teaches us to let go our negative emotions and get rid of our bad karmas. If I ever get upset with my brother, I always forgive him. And also, if I hurt someone, I always say sorry. If we follow the basic principles of Jainism, like ahimsa, aparigra, kindness, and forgiveness, we can make this world a much better place. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Thank you very much, Dia. And our last participant for today is Param. And Param will be giving his speech on power of forgiveness.
Okay, can I start?
Yes, Param, go ahead.
Good evening there, everyone. My name is Param Shah. Today I'll be speaking about the power of forgiveness. We as Jains ask for forgiveness to all types of beings by saying Machami Dukkadam. What does Machami Dukkadam mean? If I caused offense in any way, knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, in thoughts, words, and deeds. Forgiveness is a conscious decision to release feelings of revenge towards a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they deserve your forgiveness or they don't. That means choosing to move on. It also means making peace with pain. The steps of forgiveness. Acknowledge that you are hurt. Consider how hurt and pain has affected you. Accept that you cannot change the past. Be determined that you will forgive. Forgiveness is such a powerful weapon. Forgiveness calms us. Forgiveness eases your own pain and reduces your own stress levels. Forgiveness opens the door for healthier relationships. Forgiveness creates great inner strength. Forgiveness leads us to the way of spiritual happiness. The road to forgiving can be hard. Forgiveness is a process that takes time, patience, and determination. We need to take small steps and build confidence in our ability to care about the suffering of other people and to wish them help them to be free of it. Let me share a story on the power of forgiveness. Life of Bhagwan Mahavir. Story of Chanda Koshik serpent who because of his anger bit Mahavir Swami's toe. Chanda Koshik was in shock that not only nothing had happened to Mahavir Swami, but instead of blood, milk flowed from his toe. Mahavir Swami showed forgiveness and blessed the serpent. Lastly, I would like to thank Pratikshanti and Shruti Aunty for teaching us and making us powerful Jains. Thank you. Jai Janendra.
And if I may take 1 minute to say this is absolutely, absolutely amazing. Wow, wow, and wow to every kid, the poise, the articulation, the uniqueness, what you have done, each and every one of you. I feel blessed to be part of this Karma space and what we did today. So thank you. Pratiksha and Shruti, over to you guys.
Wow, thank you all. Exactly what Kripali also said, like our hearts are flowing with joy, gratitude, feeling so humble. And like I literally feel like bowing down to each and every one of you for kind of giving us so much wisdom. We are learning so much from each and every one of you. So it's beyond words that what we can say. And I put it in chat message as well. I'm going after Shruti shares her comments. If all the Karma Space kids, if you all can please turn on your video for a second. I know we could not meet in person this week, but we want to take a group picture. So if all the kids can please turn on your video, we'll at least get a virtual group picture. But then over to Shruti first.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's turn on your videos and see your beautiful faces, because we got an opportunity. We all got an opportunity to hear your beautiful thoughts. It is so powerful, and it's really, really so heartwarming to see and hear your thoughts and how you guys are thinking about the joint values and how you are relating to it, how you see them being like empowering you in your different aspects of life. So this was really, really humbling experience and very eye-opening as well. So thank you so much for putting all your thoughts, preparing for it, and delivering it so beautifully. Cannot be more proud. Thank you so much. Awesome job, kiddos. All right, let's have a beautiful smile on our face and take a nice picture.
Is everyone here? Give me 1 second. I think a couple of kids are still turning on their videos, so just wait for 1 second. And I just hope that for all the kids, this was a very kind of learning experience for you guys too, because every time, what Shruti Aunty and I also experience is that anytime when we put our thoughts down, that is when we learn the most. So you guys, we hope that as you were preparing for this, it helped you kind of learn and know your thoughts. And that was the whole idea of its declamation speech. And absolutely thanks to Kripali for giving us this idea. So it was because of that we had this thing happen for our Karma Space end of the year event. And then we have a few minutes, Shruti. So do we want to share the Karma Space presentation that we actually shared with Jaina Convention this year?
Yeah, we actually had an amazing opportunity. So all the kids, we want to tell you guys, we had an amazing opportunity this year when the Jaina Convention happened. We shared what we do as a group together in Karma Space. So Pratiksha Aunty is going to share what we got an opportunity to share with everyone in North America. So are you guys ready for that?
And all over the world. So we'll do that for a few minutes right after we take a group picture. So everyone, Nishka, where are you, sweetie? I see. Oh, there you are. So I am going to take on my computer a snapshot so we can all get at the picture. Beautiful smiles. Okay, I don't think I got that. If someone can also take it on phone, that would be perfect because, okay, I'm going to try it one more time. Next week. All right, that is awesome. Oh, there are 2 pages. I'm going to make sure that I get everyone.
And at this time, even the parents can turn on their
Yeah,
video.
turn on your, I mean, we would love to see
If you-
every participant as well who is
Yeah.
there. You're right, Kripali.
So all the parents, all the people who are
Friends,
Grandparents.
grandparents who were super excited. So it was so awesome that all the grandparents logged in before the kids. We can see how excited the grandparents were. For family, grandparents, everyone, please do, if you can, turn on your video, and we would love to get everyone's picture. Oh, love it, Param. I love that little heart. I know that's how we all are feeling. So I know if we were doing this in person, you have to know that Shruti and I would be hugging all the kids, right? Like we'd be like,
Yes. Yes.
this is our
Giving a big
virtual
bear
hug.
hug.
We
Big
would be
bear
doing a
hug.
group hug right now. So this is our virtual hug to everyone. So yes, please, everyone, turn on your video. And if someone has a phone, if you all can take a picture, and I'm going to try and take it with my phone. I was trying to take it on computer.
I'm gonna do the same here if we can just hold. Yeah, hold on to your big smile and ready, set, and nice click.
And I have
Awesome. And then the next
I'm going to go
page.
on the second screen too. Yep.
Yes.
Hi, Auntie. Turn on your video.
All right, ready, set, and cheese. Awesome.
Beautiful, beautiful. This is so amazing. So excited that everyone were able to do this. And so with that, let me try and share the screen. And I'm so sorry that we were not able to do multi-share because I was trying to share the sound from the computer and I'm not enough tech savvy that it was allowing to do the files and sound. So sorry, Nirva. My apologies. Like I could not figure out how to do both, and I'm not that savvy with Zoom. Let me see if I can now share slides. So what Shruti said, what we wanted to do was we wanted to share the slides that we shared at the Jaina convention and also to all the parents and families and friends. It will give you an overview of what we do at Karma Space. So let me see if I can share.
And I must say, Pratiksha, I have had people from Chicago ask me about it too after the presentation you did at Jaina. So
oh, nice.
You are well known now.
All right. So
this background is looking so awesome. Now that I can see it all over my screen, it looks super nice. I mean, all the kids, we are all in like, our Karma space, virtual space.
Yes. This is so exciting. Let me see. Shruti, tell me if you can see the slide. Can you?
Yes. Yep.
Is it in slideshow mode now or no?
No, it's in the presentation regular mode.
It's not letting me do slideshow for some reason. And
okay. If you can just up the arrow button to get the ribbon up off as well, it'll increase the screen on the right side. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
And my tech support is in other room. Binoy is in other room, so I don't.
No, this is good enough. It shows very clearly.
Okay. All right. So I know kids, you guys already know what we do here, but also for family and friends who are joining us, Karma Space is our kind of unique approach to Pathshala. So this is a Pathshala, and Pathshala is a Gujarati word for school or an Indian word for school where we all come together and we learn. But what's kind of different and unique with Karma Space is that we are self-organized and self-sustained. And we just do everything. We all get together and do all the things that we kind of come together and do.
Do everything in our basement.
Yes, and we do it in the basement. We are cultivating Jain values and its application has families. And you can see that we have highlighted the word families. And the reason being that this is not the place where parents just come and drop their kids and then they go and do other things and they'll come back and pick them up after 1 hour. What we love is that parents and kids, we all learn together. And we also share our experience. So kids are learning from us, we are learning from kids. So I think that is so beautiful that it's not just like one of the other, like, oh, go play baseball and I'll come and pick you up. Like we all get together and learn from each other. It is very, very interactive. We talk and we share and we come up with ideas. And you can see from the screen, we have about 40 plus members. And the reason why I say members is because children and adults, like we are all members, like adults, it's not just for class for children, like all of us are coming together and learning. It's like kind of our big circle of love and learning. And we also had virtual sessions. So our last year was completely virtual. And because of that, we had Myra join from Boston, Namik join from Chicago. So I think it's wonderful that we actually had kids join from other places too. And I think we'll continue. We'll figure out a way as we go forward with the pandemic when it's over, how to do that. So we continue to learn from people in Boston and people in Chicago as well. So it can become like a global thing, or like at least Northern
I have
America.
an idea
Yes, Vika.
about how anyone can join us.
Okay.
So
Yes.
like the people who can come in person, they can, but this is how they did at Studio Doom, but you can still keep a laptop close so that the virtual, so you can also do it virtually.
Great idea.
That's
Thank
right.
you. See, this is what it is. All the kids, all the parents chime in. This is exactly what we do. Perfect. Thank you, beta. All right, Shruti. Oops.
Yeah, no, I think there was a beautiful introduction, and I think we all, I mean, it's really amazing to see how we all have come together and become part of it. And we all as a, oh, I see there is an echo here.
I know.
Yeah, and we all as a family, as you mentioned, Pratiksha, we all adults as well as kids, we all come together and we all get to learn together and grow together. And that is the beauty of it. I think that's what makes us unique. And in Karma Space, we always believed when we came here or when we started this as a group of family together, we always wanted to make sure that what we learn here and the concepts that we bring here, they are integrated in a form of obviously mainly religion and spirituality, but we wanted to make sure that we understand that concept and we start seeing and discussing how it gets integrated in all different aspects of our life, right? Because it is not about just learning or just one segment or one element of our life. It is part of our life. It is our way of living. So we wanted to make sure that we emphasize on learning that whatever value we learn, whatever bhavna we learn, any other aspect of Jainism, we wanted to make sure that we understand that thoroughly, internalize it, and we also understand how we can implement that in different aspects of our life. And that is exactly what you would have seen in today's speech from all the kids and the examples, beautiful examples they gave, right? As a result of that is what we see within ourselves. I mean, Pratiksha and I can definitely vouch for that within ourselves and our kids, that we also see us and as well as our kids being emotionally intelligent. We want to make sure that we bring this, we become a strong human being and very kind to ourselves and kind to others. At the same time, we also aspire the same values in kids as well, that they also become emotionally intelligent so that they and resilient, so that whenever and whatever situation they're facing, they're able to go back within themselves, find those values and apply them in a right way. So that is the main aspects. And we have found, thanks to all the parents who have brought in different ideas, thanks to Pratiksha and me in our brainstormings, thanks to kids who have taught us, give us so many ideas. We've always tried to make it very practical, very interactive in terms of our strategies of enhancing overall well-being and teaching all these different concepts. So I hope you guys are enjoying it, and please, we always welcome the feedback, so keep it coming. The next thing we wanted to just emphasize, and we wanted something that we are very, very proud of, that we've been able to sustain and we continue to go on for, we hope to go on for many more years, is our organization's core values and principles. There are 4 core values and principles that we have founded Karma Space on. I'll highlight the 2 and then I'll hand it over to Pratiksha to highlight the other 2. The first one is Karma Space is an all volunteer run based organization. That means there is no hierarchical organization. There are no titles. Everybody has the same flat structure. Everybody comes here with the purpose of serving and being useful in whatever capacity they can. So we welcome that uniqueness and that creativity amongst the group, and we look forward to fostering that. Right. The second thing is also different from what we generally see in other places, is that we, for any of our activities, and whether it is a small activity at home, within the community, or an out of town trip, we make sure that we don't do any upfront fundraising. We want to continue with not having monetary values being involved. We focus on adding values and not showing or not being busy or not getting busy in showing values because we are collecting the funds. Our focus has always been on bringing that inner transformation out. So this is one of the examples of our out-of-town trip that we had done a couple of years back. And this was at Siddhachalam. If you kids remember this, it was a fantastic trip. And we can see everyone in Karma Space t-shirt with showing your hand off, your fingers of choice, right? Yeah, this is awesome. These are the beautiful memories we continue to build, and we look forward to because kind of, having the years pass by and we get to see this.
Absolutely.
Make me happy.
Thank you, Shruti. That was beautiful. Absolutely. So this was such a beautiful trip. Maybe hopefully we can make it there again after pandemic. And that's kind of maybe that will be our first thing that we do after pandemic for Karma Space, go to Siddhachalam.
It'd be a right way to, exactly, come out of pandemic.
And maybe people from Boston and Chicago can join there.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yes,
For the book you said that she was gonna read, are you gonna read it?
Beta?
That book that you showed us.
Yes, I will. I won't read the whole book, but when we meet, I will read that book to you, Beta. When we meet in person, I'll definitely read the whole book to you. Absolutely, Beta.
And thank you for remembering the book, Vidhi. That was the first thing. Wow.
That is awesome. It's right here, Vidhi. It's sitting on my desk. We will read it as soon as we meet, Beta. Awesome. So thank you, Shruti, for highlighting the two of our guiding principles, which are all volunteer run. So all ideas welcome and no money. We don't want to get bogged down with anything to do with money. And we honor the third principle that we kind of founded ourselves, our organizing principle, our core value.
You want to go to the next slide, Pratiksha?
Oh, of course. Yes, thank you. So the third value that we wanted to, kind of our organizing principle was value small acts. And this is something that we consciously thought about because our intention was to not go big or not to do something big or grand. We wanted to be very conscious about every small things matter. And as Mother Teresa said, small acts with great love is what's most meaningful. So that is kind of what our intention has always been, that we want to do small acts with great love. And as Shruti said, we value all the parents contributing, and Kea has been one of the student who is always not student, one of our partner. Everyone is partner. There are no students and teachers here, to be very honest. All of us are
students, lifelong students,
friends, whatever. But I know little kids won't like to call us friends, but I get it. But Kea, she is coming up with ideas and topics, and she would come and share those, and so will all the other kids, and that's kind of what we want more and more from all of you kids. So this was your test, that can you just prepare on a topic and deliver a speech, and you guys did fantastic. So when you perform well, you get more work. That's what you will learn in professional life as well. So be ready for it, beta. All of you. All of you. So small acts with great love, and then inner transformation. No matter what we are doing, our focus has not been changing the world. You heard it in everyone's speech. You cannot change the world. And we're not even going to try and do that, but we're going to change ourselves. And we're going to enhance our spiritual journey and live a very joyful and peaceful life. It's about joy. It's about happiness. It's about fun and excitement. And that's what we are going to do. And so with those principles, we wanted to just share some pictures with kids. I know you guys remember. So this was Shruti Auntie's idea of when we did the ELF project, that we adopted some families in need, and they did not have enough money for Christmas gifts. And all of you went out, did some shopping, wrapped all the gifts, wrote some beautiful notes for the kids, and then we all got together and we delivered it. So that was so awesome. And you know what? It was like you guys were giving your best, the best gifts that you can, and the joy that you all got. Look at all the kids. It's not that they got joy when they were receiving gifts. They were joyful because they were giving, and that's the beauty. And then the one here is we're actually doing, we could not go to the Dirashar, so we did Gyan Puja at home. And this is the one where Sonal, I think Sonal is still online, Dia and Ayush's mom, she helped arrange this visit at animal shelter. And that was so much fun. Kids still talk about it, and they loved it. And you know, guys, what? the laminate stand, this was exactly today, July 18, 2019. It came on my phone, memory before 2 years. We did.
Oh, wow. It was this
It
day.
was this day. So it 2019, I think, like we did this our end of year thing. We did it with a laminate stand, and it was so much fun. This was at a plaza. For all the parents who don't know what was happening here, is kids made lemonade and they were handing out free to everyone at One Loudon. It's a plaza here in Virginia, like a open area. And they were just running around giving everyone lemonade. And then they had these beautiful posters that each kid had created and decorated, and like with so much glitter and love. And they were all walking around holding this. And you can imagine, it's not just that they were having fun, but just imagine like those 100 or 50 people, when they came here and they saw that, and the stories they're going to go and tell to 5 more people, 10 more people, and then they're going to talk more, right? So kindness is contagious. And that's kind of what is happening here. There were so
And it's
many
a
people.
positive spiral effect that we are just, sending out in the world. It's just a wave that we have created.
Absolutely. And then there were so many people, the kids were handing out lemonade, and kids can probably tell you more about it. And they're like, no, take money. And they're like, no, we cannot take money from you. And they're like, no, like for fundraising, like you use it for something. And they're like, no, we don't want any money. We are just doing this to bring a smile on your face. And that was so awesome. And look at all the kids. They were having fun, and it was a beautiful event. And hopefully we'll do that soon. I think once we have pandemic out, I will be talking with the people at One Louder, and hopefully, but I don't think right now we might have to do something creative, because I don't think anyone will be accepting food from anyone with this whole thing going on. But maybe we'll do something else. But that's, any kids, anything else, anyone, any parents, any kids want to share? And I'll stop. Oh, one more thing I want to share. And we are also going to have certificates for all of you.
Yay!
So I'm just going to bring one up so you guys can see what it's going to look
we'll
like.
come to you, Naimik, right after this, Beta. Thank you for raising your hand.
Actually, go ahead, because I'm still opening my file. Sorry.
Yeah. Naimik, are you there, Beta? You kiddos did such an awesome job, and we knew already that you guys were going to excel it. So we have this fantastic, awesome certificate for remembrance for you guys.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yep. So this is just a sample. All of you will be getting a certificate like this in your parents WhatsApp group. I think we're going to get creative, not mail. I know we cannot meet in person, but it will show up in your parents WhatsApp group.
Mommy, do you have all of them already?
Yes, we do.
Well, why don't you? Are they on a slideshow or something?
No, Sudhi, they're all individual files. Shruti auntie and I were doing that last night, so we have it ready. Everyone will get it today.
Yeah, you all will get an individual copy of it, and your parents can print it out, and you can keep it in your room, in your bag, like wherever you think you want to have a good reminder of a good work done, right? A great job done. So print it out and keep it with yourself.
Naimik, go ahead, beta.
Can you share the picture of the lemonade stand again?
Yep.
The One Loudon free lemonade stand?
Yep. Can you see it, beta?
Yeah, in the back.
Uh-huh.
It looks like there's a red Tesla Model X. That's funny because we just bought a red Tesla Model X.
You are boy.
What an eye, Naimik, what an eye.
What an eye. And you would directly look for a car. I know you.
I can see where it's coming for Rian as well.
Holy,
It's a
Rian
genetic
was looking
thing.
at the picture.
Yep. Awesome.
Rian would have spotted, like, I don't know, a few more things like that or something.
Thank you all. I know we don't want to keep you all for any longer, but thank you so much. And we look forward, and we'll start our sessions back in September with the school year, and for our Boston and Chicago families, we'll have to figure out to kind of do something in virtual combination. But thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the month of August. Have lots of fun, and come back and tell us stories about your summer fun, right? Thank you, kiddos. Jai Janendra.
I think Rucha wanted to say something. She has her hand up.
Yeah.
Sorry, beta. Sorry, Myra. Go ahead, Rucha.
No, I just wanted to say that, it has been amazing thanks to the pandemic that we could do it virtually. And I still hope we can, keep doing it. And Amira Manamraj Puttiti, when we go to Virginia, she wants to see all her Karma Space friends.
Oh, yes, they're planning to come here late August. So if we are able to, create some, maybe a pre-gathering or something, we'll definitely plan that, Myra and Rucha. Yes.
And Myra, be ready. Whenever you come at Karma Space, you're going to get tight hugs, beta. So be ready.
She already knows Shruti Masi's hug.
Beta, keep preparing yourself. That's what Pratiksha auntie does with all the Karma Space kids. So be ready.
Pratiksha aunty, it's just a suggestion.
Yeah.
Do you think we can share the certificate like for everyone right now and we clap for them like present?
Absolutely. Let's do
so
it.
That way it's like a virtual graduation ceremony, Joe, and they can get it on WhatsApp, but we can all cheer and clap for them at the same time.
Smart thinking.
Very good idea.
Yes.
Awesome idea. I know, good thinking. Let me bring it up and we have it ready for everyone. Let me do that right now. Give me 1 second. Great idea, Palak. All right. First up, we have Agam. Agam, are you there, beta? Do you see the next certificate?
Yes. So
yes. Next is Ashna.
Do you hear my clapping as well? My virtual amazing.
Yes, we do.
All right, then we have Ayush.
Yay!
Ayush! Yay!
Pratik has become a pro, huh? Technology, madam.
I'm also wondering, Pratiksha, kita kare che?
All right.
Yay!
Now we have Ariha.
Ariha!
Ariha,
look at that smile.
And you guys, for each of you, there is a topic that you gave speech on, right? So you'll remember this.
That's good. Yeah, we didn't even see that. Thank you for pointing to that. So for Aria, it was power of forgiveness. Yes, love it.
Next, we have Dia.
Dia!
And then next up, we have Kia. And now we have Kushi Jasani.
Yay, Kushi.
Now we have Myra. Yeah. Next up, we have Nemik.
Whoa, Nemik.
Next up, we have Nirva.
Yay, Nirva.
Now we have Nishka. Nishka. Next up, we have Param.
Hey, Param.
Yay! Look at it, so excited.
I know.
Palak, this was a great idea. Next up, we have Soha. Well, she didn't present, but we have something ready for her. virtually because she actually did a speech as well. So we'll see what happened with her.
Yeah, she
Next up, we have Suhana.
Go, Suhana!
Sorry. Next up, we have Suhana. Now we have Ushi.
Hey, Ushi.
Now we have Vivi.
Yay!
Next, we have Bihan.
Yay, Vihan. Awesome.
And last but not the least, we have Vihana.
Awesome, Vihana.
Awesome. Fantastic, kiddos. This was so amazing.
Good job, you guys. We couldn't be more proud. And I see that Ranjan, I'm not sure who is on that, but they have their hand raised. Do you want to say something? Yeah, they had their hand raised. I wasn't sure if they wanted to share something. Oh, you are on mute, Pratiksha.
Oops, sorry. I was going to say, Param had his hand raised too. Param, do you want to share something, beta?
Well, go ahead and say. Oh, he wanted to mention Pratiksha Aunty, Shruti Aunty, and Krupali Aunty as 3 musketeers of Karma Space.
I love that, Param.
Thank you, Param. Thank you. And I don't know who Ranjan is, and as they haven't said anything, but if you have something, please do unmute and share with us. I think that's all. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, wonderful week, wonderful months, and we'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Oh, Kushi, you wanted to say something, Kushi?
Sorry, Kushi, go ahead.
I just wanted to say to Pratiksha Aunty and Shruti Aunty, well, thank you for being my Pachara teacher. It's been so fun this year. And all the years.
Awesome, Kushi. And it's been so much fun listening to your thoughts and what you share in the sessions.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, beta. We all are learning. So thank you so much. This is a group. Yes, Nemi, go ahead, beta.
Glad we could do the sessions online. So this time I didn't have to be left out. We could do it online and everybody from other places than Virginia could join.
Absolutely.
But we'll absolutely figure out something. I know you guys.
Normally you just be doing it in your
We can do the same thing that Studio Doom does.
Yep.
So like there's the virtual kids that they don't exactly come in person, they come virtually, and there's just a computer which we move around depending on where we're going.
We're gonna have to figure out, and we're gonna, Pratiksha Aunty and me, we're gonna make sure we learn all the technical details so we are backup for each other and we run those online virtual sessions just like how we do it right now, right? So we'll figure out some best combination for sure.
If I can add a word to that, you, Pratiksha and Shruti, you guys are just amazing. The way you conduct this, the way you move this forward. Thank you so much. And like Nemik said, you couldn't have said it better. I'm so blessed and grateful that we could be part of this.
We're all doing it together.
Yes.
Yep.
Nemik, go ahead, beta.
You could like put a Zoom window on your big white screen in your basement when you're in your basement.
You got it.
Soon enough, he'll be your tech guy. He knows more on computers than I do.
I do, exactly.
I think we need to resort to that. Yes, to kiddos.
Yes, Nemik. We
Nirva,
will do it.
yeah. Nirva, you wanted to say something, beta?
Thank you for teaching me so many new things.
Thank you, beta. You are
Absolutely,
teaching
beta.
us as well, beta. We're all learning together. Absolutely.
Yeah, I also want to add, Pratiksha and Shruti, you both have been amazing. Despite of this pandemic or any situation comes along, you stayed focused and made sure that all the kids are learning or all of our Jain values, and in the way that they can apply it to their daily life. That's most important. I mean, there are a lot of pachalas where you can learn from, but I think the way you teach is like they can really apply to their daily life. That's amazing. And
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sujata.
And thank you to all the parents, right? Like you guys bring them and they are the inspiration. Like if no one came, what would we do? So no, thank you. And
Absolutely.
Kia, special shout out and thanks to you for creating such amazing presentations for kids. Like you did so many throughout the year. So thank you so much. And I know we are looking forward to the one that she has created already for the coming year. And we learn so much from her. And I know kids love to listen to her because when the way she can relate to, and she has been to elementary school and middle school here, it just helps so much. So thank you, Beta. We
Yeah, you
always
can bring
always
very relatable experience, and the way you present has been phenomenal. Like it's been amazing. So awesome. And I think it's just sets a really good example for kids who are growing up within, within our families.
And Sujata, thanks to you. You are the one, like you came and shared some work examples. And I think in one of our in-person session, and that opened up so many parents. So that's kind of what helps. It's really no one person, it's like all of us together. So thank you. All right.
Cool.
Thank you all. Bye. Have a wonderful
you.
day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Jai Jinendra.
Bye, Jai Jinendra. Jai
Jai
Jinendra.
Jinendra.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Chala, bye. बंद करो. Jai Jinendra. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Krupali. This was awesome. Thank you for facilitating this.
I know. This was good idea. Good end of the year thing.
I know you didn't have to have my name on the certificate, Pratiksha.
Oh, of course.
No, that was not
This is
necessary.
not being
Please.
recorded. Let me stop recording.
Oh, please take